Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is continuing its effort to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community.
As ABC 7's Bobeth Yates reports tonight, the department's releasing a public service video that details the ideal behavior to exhibit during a traffic stop. Bobeth?
Yes, the Sheriff's Office says they want everyone to know what the best practices are when it comes to traffic stops, but the message is being met with mixed feelings.
The video you're watching is a public service announcement from the Sarasota Sheriff's Office.
When a deputy is attempting to pull you over, remain calm and find the nearest and safest place to pull over. Park your car so the deputy can make contact with you.
The PSA is part of the Sheriff's Office rightful policing strategy, and it includes other tips like remaining calm at all times and following requests from law enforcement.
If your documents are out of reach, let the deputy know where they are before you reach for them.
We appreciate that most people would like to have their license, registration, and proof of insurance ready when a deputy approaches the vehicle. However, swift movements can raise safety concerns for the deputy.
Lou Murray with Manatee County NAACP says his organization has a similar information campaign. Still, he cautions the public of accepting the stereotype that those shot by law enforcement fail to follow orders.
It's a good idea to get that information out. However, I don't want people to get the impression that the people that were shot by police officers was not compliant to the police officers.
Murray says there's a long list of unarmed African Americans who've been shot by law enforcement around the country despite following their lawful commands. And he says the problem goes beyond safety tips to include mutual respect.
I want my children to come home just like they want their loved ones who are officers to come home.
Despite the mixed feelings about traffic stop safety campaigns, many say informing the public of the proper traffic stop procedures is a step in the right direction. And as part of their video, Sarasota Sheriff Tom Knight says their goal is to open the lines of communication.
The men and women who work for the Sheriff's Office believe in public service, open communication, and having healthy relationships within their community. And our goal is to get you underway as quickly and safely as possible. Remember to stay calm, and through good communication, everyone can get home safely.
Now, this isn't the first traffic stop safety campaign done by the Sheriff's Office. They recently did a program with students where they gave them a first-hand look at the dangers of traffic stops. Back to you.
All right, Bobeth, thank you. An undercover drug investigation in Venice results in 2 arrests. Sarasota County Sheriff detectives purchased narcotics several times from people at a home on La Gorse Drive. Detectives arresting Richard Rivers and Tyrell Odoms on Tuesday. Detectives began investigating back in October. They say the men sold cocaine and other drugs to detectives.
Graduate students from the University of South Florida have teamed up with the city of Palmetto, all for the sake of making their city a better place to live. USF had recently chosen Palmetto as a partner for community sustainability programs. The year-long program has graduate students and professors in architecture, law enforcement, transportation, and other areas working hands-on with city officials. The idea is to give the city a fresh, new perspective.
You don't get that many opportunities to have that much brain power chugging together to propel a city along. So it's fantastic for the city of Palmetto.
The program will wrap up in May at the end of USF's next semester. Palmetto city officials will then decide exactly how they will utilize the students' input.
Looking back 75 years, today marks the anniversary of one of the deadliest attacks on American naval forces. Japanese planes attacked Pearl Harbor on this day in 1941. Oniko Elementary School hosting a special group of visitors today from the Bay Pines VA healthcare system. Disabled veterans collecting blankets from Oniko's student organization. Never underestimate brave students, or NUBS.
We were excited because we knew that the veterans had served in the military, and they gave their lives to serve for our country and have freedom.
They're still remembering Pearl Harbor, because a lot of people are forgetting about it, especially some of these kids that really don't know what today is.
Today's event at Oniko Elementary honors the 2,403 people that were killed and more than 1,000 injured on that day. Beautiful weather for that event.
Yes, it
Many
was.
others.
Let's head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast.
And a beautiful evening, too, as well. Lots of sunshine around throughout the day today. A little bit of fog this morning. We could see similar conditions again tomorrow, more so inland. Lots of sunshine, a few clouds off in the distance, and it looks as though we will see increasing clouds through tomorrow as a result of a storm system developing down to our south and to the west of us. Very active subtropical jet stream now with winds over 150 miles an hour, riding around 30,000 feet. From the west to the east, and the stationary front producing some showers down to our south near the Keys and to the west thereof. But for us, no rain around tonight. I mentioned earlier we may see a little bit of fog forming, but not a lot for the coastal locations. 69 right now, dew point is at 62, winds are out of the north-northwest at 6 miles an hour. We'll have more in the forecast to tell you about a cold front coming our way in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The National Institutes of Health closer to receiving an extra $4.8 billion over the next 10 years. Today, the Senate approved the legislation by a vote of 94-5. The increased funding will allow the agency to speed up research and development of several new medical treatments and cures. The legislation also prevents planned funding cuts for nearly a dozen dedicated cancer hospitals, including Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa. U.S. Senator Bill Nelson has been an outspoken advocate for increased funding of the NIH.
Florida House members are working to revamp the workers' compensation insurance system as businesses brace for rate increases. Staff members holding briefings to help lawmakers understand the complicated system, which is likely to be one of the highest profile issues of the upcoming legislative session. The issue has reemerged primarily because of 2 Florida Supreme Court rulings this year that found parts of the system unconstitutional. State Representative Bill Hager wants to make sure injured workers are protected.
First order of business is our workers, to make sure our workers are made whole when they're injured and that they get the benefits and the compensation. Second order of business is to make sure that we have the system costs in balance.
State regulators approved a 14.5% increase in workers' comp rates. The issue on whether those new rates should continue is pending in an appeals court. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, Donald Trump's pick for Secretary of State still up in the air, but one magazine is praising the president-elect for his recent work.
And also unclear for now is Attorney General Pam Bondi's involvement with the Trump administration, what her future plans would mean for her role in Tallahassee.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
President-elect Donald Trump says he's going to wait until next week to announce his choice for Secretary of State, but says other big announcements will be coming in the next few days. Time magazine naming Trump its Person of the Year. In an interview, Trump called it an honor to be selected. The magazine called him President of the divided state of America. But at the North Carolina stop on his thank you tour, the president-elect promised to bring the country together.
We will heal our divisions and unify our country. When Americans are unified, there is nothing we cannot do. Nothing. No task is too great, no dream too large, no goal beyond our reach.
Trump has been meeting with several Democrats, today meeting with Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel. President Obama's former chief of staff pressed Trump on his plan to deport millions of illegal immigrants.
Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi is on Trump's transition team, but she is keeping her future plans secret for now. Bondi hasn't announced whether she's joining the administration. She also says she's not prepared to answer whether she will stay the state's Attorney General. She's already been elected twice. If she stays Attorney General, she will have to step down from her post in early 2019 due to term limits. Governor Scott would appoint a successor if she leaves office early.
We'll just wait and see.
Yep.
And your forecast is next. Stay with us.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust. Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
You've seen me roll for 100 G's, but I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck, be a lady tonight.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters, and proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Look at that.
I
Yeah,
know.
nice.
Bob has joined us with the special addition to the set tonight.
You know, we're celebrating. It's the time of the year, right? A lot of people
season.
talking about holiday season. I want to tell you a quick story. This was at the parade. This lady got caught in the staging area of all the different floats. She couldn't get out. She was in her car, so I helped her out. That's right, and she gave me that. Now, this is Mr. Troy D. Sullivan. He is a veteran of the Pearl Harbor, one of the survivors, and he was the Grand Marshal of the parade. I wanted to shake his hand and say hello to him. He's in his mid-90s right there, and the gentleman who was driving was also a veteran of the Vietnam War. So a lot going on there as far as that goes. Great parade there. And getting back to this gift here real quickly, a car was caught who was nothing to do with the parade, and this young lady here, Belinda Serber, was there, and she couldn't get out because everything was blocked. I said, come here, follow me, and I guided her through all the people and the kids, and you know, I didn't tell her who I was or anything. Then all of a sudden, she dropped off this nice basket, gift basket.
That's pretty cool.
She
and
found
it's
out
called
who
A
you
Boatload of Gratitude for your kindness and help while navigating an exit through that parade. You never think anyone would get caught in a parade.
In a parade. That is such a good story. Too bad we didn't have video.
But if you ever do,
yeah,
look
you
for
call
Bob.
Bob,
I'll find
and
a way
then you
out.
have to send a gift basket. That's required.
I'll tell you, it was
Very
a lot
nice
of fun.
gesture.
Thank you. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And we have the big lighting tomorrow, too. We got that taking place at Selby. And then the boat parade going on at Sarasota on Saturday. So there's still a lot of events taking place across the Suncoast. KC Key webcam showing seas were up a little bit. Nice sunset tonight. And a photo sent in of this snowy egret. No snow down here, but Cindy Desmond getting a catch of that. I think that's a snowy. I can't tell. You can tell by the feet. If they're yellow, it's a snowy egret. If they're not, it's a great egret. And the great egrets are usually bigger than the snowy ones there. Cindy Desmond sending that in near Clark and I-75 in Sarasota. A little bit of a frontal boundary down to our south right now. A chance for rain Thursday, breezy and colder Friday, and a progressive pattern, meaning we're going to keep going back and forth to cold fronts and so on and so forth as we move through time. So every 3-4 days, another front will move on through. Some showers well to the west of Key West. Again, this is from military exercises, not legitimate showers there, approaching Sanibel and also down near Key Largo. But these showers are legitimate, and we will eventually see some of that moisture return our way beginning late tomorrow. 69 right now, the dew point 62, and winds are out of the north-northwest at 6, the pressure 30.08 inches. And the high today did manage to get above average, 76, and 59 was the morning low. So not much of a cold front moving through yesterday, which brought us some much-needed rainfall. Over an inch reported at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. No rain to report today. We did have fog and low clouds this morning. We could see similar conditions tomorrow, more so to our north. So if you have a commute planned along Interstate 475 northbound, you may run into some fog there. It could be rather thick. 50s over the Panhandle, 62-degree dew point now in Sarasota. Actual temperature now at 69 and 73 in Orlando. Temperatures upper 60s to low 70s across the region. 73 in Punta Gorda, 68 in Cortez, 69 now in Bradenton. And this is the wind forecast out of the north tonight, and some fog in the forecast too. You saw that briefly over Hillsborough and northern portions of Manatee County. So we'll keep the fog in the mix a little bit in the morning. We had some this morning. It was rather thick. There was a dense fog advisory. I think that'll be more of a problem for areas north of, say, Sarasota. Satellite and radar imagery showing this line of clouds right there. That's the subtropical jet stream, which is very active over our area right now, and that will actually bring us some breezy conditions on Friday as well. As far as the forecast goes, looking pretty good for us. Just a few clouds tomorrow, increasing throughout the day. That cold air to the north eventually spilling in our direction, it looks like, as we move through time. Now, the boating forecast looks like this. Seas running 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop tomorrow. We'll have north winds 5 to 10 knots, and then seas building a little bit in the afternoon as those winds pick up. A high tide upcoming in just a few minutes. Low tide will be at 1:58 and sunrise at 7:08. Some fog possible, mainly inland and to the north. 63 for your low. Tomorrow, look for morning fog, increasing clouds, a slight chance for a shower at 30%. The extended forecast does call for a 40% chance for mainly Thursday night, Friday morning early for rain, and then breezy and turning cooler on Friday, and chilly start on Saturday, but it warms up quite nicely, 72 by the afternoon. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Singer, songwriter, and former American Idol star Paula Abdul makes a stop on the Suncoast for the Jewish Federation of Sarasota Manatees' 10th annual Women's Day Luncheon. Abdul talked about becoming stronger in her Jewish faith later in life, including having her bat mitzvah in Israel in 2013. She also explained how she went from an LA Lakers dancer and highly sought-after choreographer for many top artists to becoming one herself, signing a small record deal and making it to the top of the charts. And all of those years of sitting alongside Simon Cowell as a judge on American Idol.
it was sometimes the best of times, and sometimes it was pretty tough. But I learned from all the people I worked with, you know. Being the only girl for a long time there, I had to learn to play with the boys.
Abdul will be going back on tour for the first time in 25 years with other 90s favorites, Boyz II Men and New Kids on the Block. I had the opportunity to moderate today's discussion, and you can see more of our one-on-one interview tomorrow evening on ABC 7 News.
A Suncoast couple is heading to Disney World after winning an ABC 7 giveaway. Christina Romboletti and her husband Mark are from New Hampshire, but they recently relocated to Sarasota. Christina and Mark are the winners of ABC 7's Walt Disney World Resorts Vacation Giveaway. The couple loves theme parks. They're currently Busch Gardens and Universal Studios season pass holders. Christina says visiting Disney World is a dream come true for the couple. Our congratulations.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you to the Sarasota Boat Parade of Lights.
First out the door when it matters most. And this month, Made in America is back. 200 reports and counting. He asks, he listens. When American jobs are on the line, he's right there. Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we meet two Suncoast young stars in their first Broadway tour of Annie, plus a Scout and Molly's fashion show and Madison.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Rich finishes, beautiful colors, and over 1,000 different fabrics and leathers to choose from. With Bassett Custom Furniture at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding. Get a quality-built Bassett Queen Sleeper with your choice of inner spring, gel, or Air Dream mattress, starting at only $9.99. Come in today, and we'll guarantee your Bassett Custom Furniture will be shipped before the holidays. With our complimentary design service, start designing, start loving. Only at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding in Port Charlotte. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Visitors often come to the Suncoast for climate and the beach, and then they're amazed at all the top-rate entertainment they find here.
And that's in the spotlight tonight as ABC 7's Linda Carson shows you all the excitement you can find right now, both indoors and out. Linda?
There is so much going on right now, and we turn the spotlight on the national tour of the Broadway musical Fame. It's at the Van Wezel tonight and tomorrow night I'm going to be in it. It's just a cameo role, but the director says I may be setting a record. I may be the oldest person ever in Fame. The director of the touring Broadway musical Fame lives right here in Sarasota, although he spends much of his time in New York and elsewhere. Dominic Ruggiero says, come see Fame and you are in for a treat.
You will see an exciting cast of young actors who are portraying high school students, so that they're close to that age, and the energy and the truth in their personalities plays for the show because they've just graduated from high school, from college, so they're starting their careers, and that's what Fame is all about.
Great entertainment with a great message.
Following your dream, just being hopeful, working at it, trying hard, and never giving up.
Fame at the Van Wezel Wednesday and Thursday nights. Look for me in the Thursday night production, but look closely, my appearance will be brief. And Saturday night, the 31st annual Sarasota Boat Parade of Lights will sail through downtown Sarasota. It's hosted by Marina Jacks, and all the proceeds go to Suncoast Charities for Children. The boats in all their holiday splendor are an awesome sight to behold.
They start on the southern end of Longboat Key, all the way down to City Island. They cross the bay towards Centennial Park, and then make their way downtown, looping into Marina Jacks Basin.
There they'll be judged on overall creativity, so they'll be putting on quite a show.
Each boat is allowed to have music, an unbelievable light show, and as many guests as they'd like.
The Holiday Boat Parade is one of the great things about spending the holidays on the Suncoast.
The best viewing areas are on Bayfront Park and City Island and Centennial Park Boat Ramp.
And the Manatee River Holiday Boat Parade is also Saturday night. The boats will assemble near Sneed Island and at 6:30 head along the Bradenton Riverfront to Pier 22, the Twin Dolphin Marina, and the River House Reef and Grill. We may not have a white Christmas here on the Suncoast, but with 2 boat parades underway at once, we will light up the night with fun. And I do hope you'll come see me in Fame tomorrow night. I play a school teacher. I'm afraid if you blink, you might miss me, though. They haven't given me my lines.
Well, I was going to say, I was just asking Linda while her story was airing, what are you supposed to be doing? She's like, I'm not sure. I said, well,
you think
I could
they'll tell you not have lines?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
You could be going on tour after this.
Yeah. I might.
Get ready,
I might
pack
get an
your
offer.
bags.
Have a good night.
When caring for my wife alone became too much for me, I called my long-term care insurance company to get help from granny nannies. Now the most wonderful nurses help me with her care.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.